Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I would run through some of my favorite gear that I pretty much have by my side every time I go climbing. These are things that I've been collected over the years through different trips, through learning lessons the hard way, from things that have come in handy, and from also snooping in my friends' bags and seeing what they're packing. I really like watching these kinds of videos. I love gear reviews and I love just like reading up about gear. So I'm excited to show you what I've been using and let's get into it. I feel like the most important thing when it comes to climbing are your shoes, so let's talk about those first. These are my third pair and one of my absolute favorites. These are the La Sportiva Squamers. So these are in the women's fit and the colorway just makes me so happy. It reminds me of Buzz Lightyear. And these are an aggressive shoe, so they're not comfortable to wear for long periods of time, but I think their absolute strengths are how versatile they are. They work for indoors, outdoors, bouldering, sport climbing, and I just have this one pair that does everything. In particular, I love that the heel is really bulbous and I feel really secure when I'm doing heel hooks, and the toe as well is quite precise. So I think overall I've just found something that makes me feel really confident on the wall, and I would like to try some styles one day, but I think I've become a creature of habit and these are just my go-tos for now. Next up, I have this bag. This is the Fjällräven Kajpak in the 28 litre, and this was my first ever outdoor bag, and I spent so much time researching and testing to find something that would last, and this really has lasted. I've had this for over 5 years. I mentioned it in an old gear video when I first started climbing, and I've just taken this with me everywhere. What I love about this is that it can fit everything for a day of climbing, all my equipment, my lunch, my water, and also space for my camera gear. So I tend to be a bit of an overpacker and this has been great. The material is really durable. It fits my short torso really nicely. And I love that the front pocket is really accessible for guidebooks and anything that you need to grab on the go. The downsides are super tiny, like my water bottle sometimes falls out, so I do back it up with a carabiner. When this is packed fully, sometimes it can get a bit uncomfortable when you're doing approaches, but other than that, I have no issues and I absolutely love this thing. I think the quality from Fjällräven has been a standout and I just don't see myself replacing this anytime soon. One thing I always have with me is a puffer jacket, and this is the Cirrus jacket by Rab. My first puffer jacket was one from Kathmandu and it started to fall apart, so I was looking for a replacement that was a bit lighter but warmer and more climbing specific. So Rab is a company based from the UK and they make gear for climbers and they're also climbers themselves. So there's all these beautiful features that are just super well thought out. Take the hood, for example, it fits over a climbing helmet. There's also a flex panel on the side, so it gives you a bit of breathability when you're moving in the jacket. And there's so many other little details that just make this feel so designed and so considered. It's also super lightweight, it packs into its own pocket, and I don't use this just for climbing. I took this with me to travel for a couple of months. I also wear this as a mid-layer under coats in the winter, and it's something that I can throw on every day if I'm going for a walk or going to the gym. So this has been a staple for me everywhere, you could say. So this next item I feel like needs no introduction. They're pretty iconic in their own way. These are the Patagonia baggies and I have these in the 5-inch length. I got my first pair at the outlet in Melbourne many years ago and just got a taste of what the quality was like, and over the years have collected them when they go on sale or when there's a really cool colorway that I will wear over and over again. And this material is like a really strong like board short material. They're really comfortable, but you can also go swimming in them, you can go hiking, climbing, go to the beach, do as much as you want. And I wear these mostly for bouldering, indoors and outdoors. I tried wearing them sport climbing and I just found that they rode up a bit, so I like to wear something a bit longer. These are my most recent ones. I got these last year. They're like a blue-grey colorway and I, no joke, wear these once a week. On the topic of comfort, these are my Salomon trail runners. At the beginning of last year, I was traveling around Mexico for a few months, so I had limited luggage space and I wanted a shoe that could handle everything from crag approaches to exploring the city. And I found this pair online for $100 and I'd heard really good things about Salomon, so I thought I would try them out, and these have been amazing. What I love about these are their quick lace system, so you don't have to tie your shoelaces, you just can cinch them in on and off. And it's great for when it comes to swapping belays or switching out of your climbing shoes, but also comes in really handy for the security line at the airport. I can just like whip these on and off, and it just makes life super easy. It's got an Ortholite sole and it's really comfortable, and I have thrown everything at it. So these are my main approach / hiking shoes, and these are fantastic. Next, I have this essentials kit, and this has been with me for many years as well. It's not my idea. I saw my friends have this set up and I still use it to this day. This is a toiletries bag from Muji, and it just houses everything you need for a day out. It's not a replacement for a first aid kit, but it kind of houses everything else for it. So inside we've got Panadol, antihistamines, tampons, sunscreen, Hydralyte, insect repellent, tissues, tape, nail cutters, and band-aids. These are one of those things that you learn in hindsight, like when you really need a Panadol and no one's got one, so you've got a headache, or you end up at a crag and there's mosquitoes everywhere. So I think these are small little things that can make a big difference to the day, and my friends also know that I always have this on me, so they're welcome to use it as well. And there's one thing that I wanted to call out in this as another essential. So this is the Crux Taco. This is a file for your calluses. So when you climb a lot, you start to get these calluses appearing all over your hands. And if you don't file them down, you get these things called flappers. And flappers are when that kind of skin rips off, and it sucks. It takes a couple of days to heal, and it stings when you wash your hands. I've tried so many tools, and I feel like this works the best. There's 2 curves on each side, so you can kind of get into different areas of your hands and your fingers, and it comes with soft and hard sandpaper, so you can replace these as you go, and I'm just so happy that I found something that works. I'm stoked. Last but not least, we have my trusty Nalgene, and this has also been with me since the start of me climbing, I guess. I used to have this hanging off my harness, and so it would scratch up on the rock all the time, so it looks pretty roughed up, but I like to switch out the stickers to make it look a bit more presentable. What's great about these water bottles is how light they are. The wide mouth also makes it really easy to clean, and the measurements on the side come in really handy when it comes to camping and cooking with measurements. So I love that, and I also love seeing all the different colorways and seeing all the different stickers that people have on their water bottles. For me, I've got a sticker from Climbing Cuties, this little bear in a puffer jacket from Montbell, and a sticker from the brewery at El Petro Chico. This is always by my side. I have this at work. It's my emotional support water bottle and one of my absolute favorites I thought I would mention. So that was everything. All my tried and tested pieces that I take with me climbing. I'll link everything in the description below, but I also wanted to know if you've got anything similar, or if you've got pieces that you're like, that is my go-to, I'll always take with me. I'd love to know. And yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.